Hey guys, so today I'm going to be starting a new line of makeup tutorials that I'm going to title the Basic Bitch Tutorials. I pretty much want these to be basic eye looks that every girl that's wanting to get into makeup should know, just because once you get these basics down, you can take them anywhere you want, like experimental wise, color wise, and it just gives you a nice little arsenal of eye looks for any occasion. What I want to do is just this really super casual everyday kind of makeup tutorial. I think you could wear this to a lot of different events or to school, really to anything that just requires you to look a little more put together than you normally are. Anyway, if you want to see how this first basic bitch tutorial goes down, which by the way, it's all drugstore, just keep watching because we're going to jump right into it. So I'm going to start with this Lasting Finish Primer by Rimmel. This is one of my favorite primers at the drugstore because I legitimately notice a difference in the wear time of my foundation. The next thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes. The primer that I chose is the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is a ride or die product for me. I think I've gone through like 2 or 3 tubes of this since I've started doing makeup. It's slightly tinted, but it really does increase the wear time of your foundation. And like I said, I have oily skin, and this really keeps my foundation from creasing on me because I have hooded eyes and oily skin. That's a bad combination for creasing. For this natural look, I chose to use a matte foundation since I am super oily. You want to use whatever foundation is meant for your skin type. So if you're oily, you might want to use something that's mattifying or poreless because I do have some large pores in here. If you have more dry skin, you might want to use a BB cream or something like the L'Oreal Pro Glow that has more of a natural finish but is more luminous. I recommend just choosing what works for you, but I chose this foundation particularly for my skin type and the fact that the color matches me very well. So what I'm going to do is dot this on my face, and then I'm going to apply it with a sponge. I really don't feel the need to apply concealer anywhere. I feel like I have a nice flawless base going on. So what I'm going to do next, and if you use like more of a lighter foundation to accommodate your skin type or your preference on foundation, you can always use a concealer. I am going to go in with the Milani Prep Set and Go setting powder. It's a translucent powder that's supposed to have more of a natural finish. Put a light layer of this all around the face. So for the eyes today, in case I forgot to mention, I want to use the Au Naturel eyeshadow palette by Wet n Wild. I picked this up at Walmart. It's a super affordable eyeshadow palette. The emphasis today really is going to be on the face and not on the eyes. So the eye look that I'm about to show you is going to be super simple because I feel like for a casual day, you don't need a lot of eye makeup, and it just makes your morning makeup routine so much easier that way. Is take a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to pick up the nude shade right here on the end here. It's a matte nude, and I'm going to use this to set my eyeshadow primer so we get more wear time out of this really light look. It gives a nice base and makes sure the Milani eyeshadow primer isn't too sticky. Next, I'm going to use this same brush here, and I am going to dip into this matte kind of neutral brown right here. It doesn't really lean warm or cool. It's a nice neutral color. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of that on this same brush, tap it out. Now I'm going to work this in the crease and outer V. So what I want to do next is take a flat brush here. This is just a little like flat shader or concealer brush, either one. And I want to pick up the color that's right next to the matte shade we used to set everything with. This is a little bit of a shimmer product. You can always go in with the nude matte shade we used for the brow bone if you want to go with something even more casual. But I like doing the shimmer on the inner part of the lid for a casual makeup look because I feel like it makes me look more awake and it makes my small hooded eyes look bigger. So this is more of a personal preference. You could always use a matte shade here. I don't know if you can see, but it's just a really light shimmer. It's not anything too crazy. I'm going to take that same blending brush we used before, pick up a little bit more of that matte brown, and really focus this on the outer part here again. To finish off the eyeshadow part of the eyes, I'm going to take the same matte shade we used earlier on this same small concealer brush, and I'm going to pop it right under the arch of my brow to make the brow look more lifted and defined. This will really help once we fill the brows in to make them look a little more cleaned up. It's kind of a trick to where it makes you look like you put more time into sculpting your brows than you really did. And then the blending brush with nothing on it, just kind of sweeping that through to blend everything. Now on this same little flat brush, you want to pick up the same brown shade we used right on the edge, and you want to pop it right on the lower lash line. I have small eyes, so I only bring mine about halfway across and really focus the color here towards the outer V. If you have bigger eyes and want to make them look smaller, a trick is to bring this all the way into your inner corner. But since I'm going for the opposite effect, I'm only taking it halfway, about towards the middle of my pupil is where I stop. The last thing I think I want to do for the top of our eyes is actually eyeliner. I'm not going to do a wing or anything crazy since it's just a casual look. I really just want to focus this eyeliner right on the roots of the lashes, staying as close to that lash line as possible. Again, I'm only taking this about 3/4 of the way in. I'm not taking it all the way into my inner corner because that darkness will make my eyes look small. I stop right where my almost natural lashes end. Take this, it's actually a brow and eye highlighter product by Milani. I have mine in the shade 03 Vanilla and Natural Taupe. To be honest, I don't even know if they make this anymore, but this is my favorite drugstore product to take this cream side here and really focus it in my waterline on the lower lash line. Again, it makes my eyes look bigger and more awake. You could always take a black pencil liner and kind of focus it in the waterline as well. That would give a little more definition to the eyes. I like this because it makes me look awake and it makes my eyes look bigger and brighter. So that's why I'm choosing this option over a black liner for the lower lash line. Any nude eyeliner or white eyeliner will work fine. You have to have mascara. I feel like that's an essential part of, should be an essential part of every woman's makeup routine. It's the Wet n Wild Max Volume Mascara, and this is in Plus, and it's a black. This I use in black. See how that mascara doesn't look too cakey or anything like that? It just lightly coats and really defines the lashes. So this is what the final eye look looks like. The next step I want to conquer is brows. I think brows are the hardest thing to do casually because in general it took me a long time to learn how to do my eyebrows. The products that I love for a natural eyebrow look is this pencil here by Jordana Cosmetics. It's called Fabubrow Eyebrow Pencil, and I have mine in the shade 02 Medium Brown. And it comes with a lid that has a little brush like this on it to help you work the product through. So I'm just going to start at the tail of the brow, lightly fill it in, and work my way towards the front, and then blend it all out with this brush right here. That is it for the eyes, unless you want to be a little extra with your casual look and add in some falsies, which is what I'm going to do. Can finish the rest of the face. For this, I'm going to start by contouring my face, and I want to use the e.l.f. contour palette. I want to do a really soft contour considering this is supposed to be a casual look. I'm again just using it to give the littlest definition to the face here, but I'm going to start with this cool tone shade here, and on a very, very small angled brush, I'm going to just pop that right into the hollows of my cheek. A trick that I used when I first started contouring is to do this, and that shows you the line exactly where you should be putting your contour powder. And I'm going to pick up the warmer shade here in the palette next to the first one that we used. This is going to be our bronzer shade, and it's used to create and give warmth back to the face. I'm going to take a little kind of tapered, fluffy brush like this. It's the Morphe G8, and I am going to pick up this tan color here that has no shimmer in it. It's a matte highlight, and I'm going to put this right under my eyes. I feel like to be really put together and have the look last and look bright. This is an essential step if you didn't use concealer. because this will help cancel any darkness that pokes through. The next step, of course, is blush. I'm going to be using this pearlescent pink blush from Wet n Wild. It's kind of been through the ringer. I've had it a long time. I'm going to pick it up on this fluffy brush that's more kind of oval in shape. Literally just like that. Gives a nice flush of color without being overwhelming. And the final step to this makeup look, besides setting spray, is going to be our lips. I wanted to go with something really natural, kind of like a Your Lips But Better color. So I chose this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. It's from the drugstore. This runs a little pink on me, but it is still kind of in that natural looking family. This is in the shade Istanbul 06. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to my lips. The final step for the lips that I'm going to do is apply some gloss, because I feel like glossier lips look more natural than matte lips. However, if you are a matte lipstick lover, you can always stick with this. I just wanted to add a little bit more to the lips by adding this Revlon lip gloss in the shade 207 Sky Pink. This is one of my favorite nude lip glosses. I'm going to turn down my brightness here just so you can kind of see what the final product looks like. It's very nice, natural, and wearable for every day, not too extreme, but enough to where I look a little more put together than I normally would. Once you get the hang of makeup, these basic tutorials, like the basics line that I'm doing, will take you no time at all. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time here on YouTube. Bye!